Hello, everybody, and welcome to YERBABUENA. I know you're probably hating me right now because I'm wearing shorts. I'm smoking some of the best weed I've ever smoked in my life. And I'm here enjoying my backyard, man. This is Southern California, bro, where weed is legal and we can smoke as much as we want. Biden is president. Damn. If everybody's watching us out there, what is your opinion? And now Biden being our president, Donald Trump is out. That is fucked up. Like, you know, when you get fired, you get fired. You don't post it up on Instagram or maybe if you're pissed. But Donald Trump, everybody got to see you get fired. That is fucked up, bro. Everybody say, get the fuck out. So he's out. Biden is all about fucking also legalizing weed. So I think this is going to happen. Jersey is now legalized. I think most of the United States is now legalized, so we're just waiting, I think, for the next few years. I think by 2014, federally, the government will accept it, and I think that's when the big tobacco companies are coming in. Today, I have a very special guest, guys. I call him Mr. Good Guy because, well, he brings all the goodies. He's going to bring in, talk about most of his product. Today, we're going to focus a lot on the product use. I want to really dig into asking him questions about, because he mass produces with his friends. I want to ask him, how do you measure the edibles in terms of how much THC content? Because not even the experts with big freaking companies have been able to nail it. So what makes you an expert in a sense where you can actually nail it and actually get the right quantity in there? Let me see if this thing is, there we go. Let's see. Okay, there we go. You guys can hear me now. There you go. So I'm going to ask him questions like that. I'm also going to ask him about, in terms of selling weed, where can we sell it? Can we go international? The big concern is these cartridges. Like, he has his own line. Like, anybody can basically make these. And I've heard rumors that people make them in their garage. People make them in their living rooms, and then they mass produce them. What they do is they buy these packages from China, and they can just make them. And even China now sells the bootlegged. So, for example, some of the most popular brands of like Brass Knuckles or Heavy Hitters, those are the most sought out cartridges because of the flavor and the potency on it. But what happens is they bootleg them. Sometimes you get basically cooking oil, or you get some other oil or some other basically just resin, some other kind of resin. And you also have those ingredients that give it the flavor. I forget what they're called. Once he gets here, I'll let him know. But I think he's walking in, guys. So as he walks in, I'll keep talking to you guys. Good guy, are you here, buddy? Where is it? There you go, buddy. Come on in. Take a seat. Take a seat. How's it going, man? We're already low. What up? How's it going, bro? Grab a chair, bro.
It's your neighbor, dog.
It's my neighbor?
Across the street.
No, he's not.
I swear to God.
No, he's not.
He let me park in his driveway.
Oh, shit.
I mean, not his driveway, but his front yard.
Sit down, bro. Sit down. Oh, shit. I didn't recognize him.
Is he? Is he your neighbor?
Yeah, bro. Grab a mic. All right. So now,
You want one?
let's talk.
What flavor?
What flavor? Just pick one, bro.
Just pick one, open it, and there's matches. Look.
We are live, by the way.
Okay, this is an example. Look. This is an example of what we can do here in California. Did you see the guy? He's not on camera. He's not interviewed. He's not going to be videotaped. There's no names. You don't even know who I am.
You smoke, man?
Oh, lot,
this whole time?
Bro, yeah.
So what we're doing is giving you an example of a California lifestyle here. Okay, not really about product. I mean, we could go into detail.
No, we are gonna go into details on this stuff. But one of the crazy things is this: my neighbor says, "You smoke?" He never knew I smoke. You never knew I smoke?
Nah.
No, I smoke a shitload.
I'm always trying to be low key out there because I don't know who smokes out here. So.
Oh, bro,
Anyway.
it's crazy. He's trying to be low key. Don't be low key, bro. Everybody. I said take that one. But so this is a show in Europe, and they don't smoke out there. But my neighbor smokes. He has a family. I have a family. And we're trying to fucking take away the stigma of because you smoke doesn't make you a bad person. I pay my bills. I cut my grass. I see he cuts his grass. So The stigma of pinche marijuana is gone because some of these people that smoke, even my doctor says, "Oh, I smoke all the time."
So do I.
And I was like, "Oh shit, it's fucking crazy."
The doctors, the nurses, dude. You go to a dispensary, like I said, you go to a grocery store, a supermarket, and you go and you look at Cheetos, you look at Coca-Cola, 7-Up. Mm-hmm. You guys look at all your different products and you choose what you want. So California has figured out that if they let us grow and they let us sell the product, you'll look at it differently. You look at it as a product and not as something illegal, a substance that will cause you to commit crimes or felonies or anything like that. It helps you to relax. It helps you to chill out. Look at him.
Look, bro. You don't get in trouble.
Even as watch.
As a married man, see, when you get drunk, you say, "I want a booty call," and you call the booty call. Right. When you're high, you go, "What the fuck was that number?"
Exactly.
And you never get to call.
And then you go. Listen, you look at the booty call, right, on your phone, and then you look at your wife, and you go, "Should I take the booty call or should I take the wife?"
But you're already high.
Huh? Yeah. So what the fuck? If you got the wife in the pad, why you gotta go fuck it up and go with the booty call?
So I know that in Europe they want to be schooled, bro. They want to know about the product. And one of the things that I wanted to ask you is, and I asked the audience is, how do you put the much THC in here? How do you measure? How do I know this is real? Because this is one of the biggest concerns. People with products say, "Dude, it says right here." Oh yeah, go ahead, grab the torch. 500 milligrams. What does that mean? That means that
there's 500 milligrams of THC in that package.
In this package, how do you know? They measure the amount of.
We do it by the way we distill the product. So when we extract the THC from the plant, we have a liquid, right?
Yeah.
So the liquid comes off of the plant, and then we have to distill it. It's kind of like alcohol. You know how you distill alcohol?
Yeah.
So you have to distill it, and then it gets clean. You drink it, or you flavor it, or however you fucking want it, and you get drunk, right?
Yeah.
Same thing happens with THC. THC, you can produce it, you can extract it, and then you can flavor it. And then depending on how much you put into a product, like this one says 500 milligrams. This one says 600 milligrams. This one says 420 milligrams. So they're different products, different flavors, with different substance, different potency.
But this looks legit. This is not the Pancha making them in the garage, bro.
No,
is there a big company where you already buy these?
No, we are doing this like backyard boogie, pretty much.
This is backyard boogie?
This is backyard boogie. So
okay.
Show them backyard
No. Explain backyard boogie.
Okay.
Tell them what's backyard boogie.
You have to bring your plant.
Okay.
Go bring your plant.
All right.
Hold on. He's gonna go bring your plant. This is backyard boogie.
It's all dry because I stopped watering them. But
so look, you see this backyard boogie? This is a plant, marijuana plant.
It's all fucked up, but yeah.
We can cut it, dry it, smoke it, have fun, do the same thing we're doing now.
That's backyard boogie?
That's backyard boogie.
So what you're telling me is basically you grow your weed.
Yes.
You process, like a pro, right? So what you're telling me is you grow your weed, you process your weed, and you produce your basically your resin or what you take out of the plant, the THC, and you make these at home?
Yes.
There's a machine that makes these at home?
Yes. It's baked. It's candy.
Bro.
It's fucking candy.
Shit.
Dude, you look at want to open one? Should we open one?
Yeah.
Okay, open the strong. Listen, this is the cheapest one. This here in California costs you $15. This costs you $20. This costs you $25. These carts, $25. These joints, $20. $25. Wait, stop for a second. Look at the table. How much money's here? There's a lot. It's a lot of money. The state of California figured, you know what? Why do we let these criminals fucking run around in backyards and alleys and shit and fucking corners like crack dealers selling weed, homie? It's a plant. It's not crack. It's not cocaine. It's not fucking heroin. It's not meth. It's fucking weed, homie. We've been smoking this shit since the 60s, dog. And they still been trying to regulate this shit. You know why? Because they think they want to control it, dude. They want to control the industry. They want to control the market. Government always wants to do this. Look, if they see money.
No, but we're beyond that, bro. They took it. I mean, right now, Marlboro has so much money invested in marijuana right now. They bought the biggest companies in Canada. Literally, Marlboro is making the switch. I'm telling you, federally, the 2001, we're going to come in with a new federal law that says marijuana is completely legal.
We're going to be able to buy it like Marlboro.
Yes,
so when you go,
the big tobacco company.
Look. Big example. Look. What flavor do you want? You want menthol? You want coconut? You want... Look at the table. Look.
Yeah.
Business 101. That's business 101 right there. Homie. And if you guys don't get it, I'm not even on camera, homie.
No.
You know why I'm not on camera? I'm gonna start talking off camera.
Well, too bad you're already on camera, so sit your ass down over here, bro. They know you.
No, because those are federal laws, man. You know? So if we're having insight to shit that hasn't even been released yet, you imagine how the impact will be?
No, I understand, but this thing is, it's not like we're stupid. Don't you think that the tobacco industry just told the government, hey, slow down? Tell them don't legalize it yet. Let the states decide by themselves. Give us enough time to make the transition as an industry. Now that we start growing our own, let's start stockpiling it. Now, how can we produce it in a way where it's even more addictive? You left this podcast, bro.
Not yet.
No, hold on. Relax. You left this podcast to go get a pack of cigarettes.
Yes.
That is how addicting nicotine is.
I know.
Okay. They need to make marijuana that addicting.
Oh, shit.
See, because right now, the business is not you buying a pack of fucking weed pack or joints, a pack of joints. The business is you have to smoke 3 packs, 4 packs a day.
Oh, shit. Imagine.
So you need time to develop that type of marijuana. You need to be able to introduce those type of chemicals and have the federal government decide, it's approved. Now go. Why? Because you're going to smoke this fucking you're going to start smoking this homegrown bullshit and realize that you're not getting the same fucking high as you get from the Marlboro ones that you buy.
Oh, shit.
And those motherfuckers kick your ass. This homegrown boogie is done. The businesses, dude, you think they're not smart enough to understand that? You're not going to take their business. You're not going to take the tobacco industry. It's just going to make the transition to the marijuana business. And who's promoting the health benefits of it? We are. Everybody's outraged and saying, of course, marijuana is great for the body. THC, CBD, all of this is us getting prepped as society to accept marijuana. But the tobacco industry is behind all this shit. Lobbyists in Sacramento are right now lobbying for this type of bullshit, bro. Now we're going into mushrooms. Shit. It's going to help you with your depression. Of course, now let's legalize those too. But that's going to take another process. Why? Because now the industry, the fucking, what do you call it? Psychotic medication companies are going to go, let us develop those.
And it's not going to work.
So, no, they're going to find a way to tell you this is how you're going to take your medication. It's all natural. These are mushrooms, and you're going to get on this therapy. But we control the mushrooms now. Why? Because anything you produce or genetically design is yours. For example, corn. Everything has a patent now. If I grow corn in my backyard from seeds that I buy, those are not my seeds. Somebody genetically made them. Now, if I grow them in my backyard, nobody gives a fuck. But once they say only we can grow corn, nobody else, and the law's after you, because that's bootlegging.
Yeah.
I genetically designed that seed, and now it's patented under my company name. So for you to grow your fucking corn with my seed, you're taking my patent away. So now you're arrested for bootlegging. Shit. So that's the same thing that's going to happen to this marijuana, bro. This is the industry is bigger than what you think, man. And they're going to do that shit with mushrooms. They're going to do this shit with everything that controls us. Doesn't matter. But what my concern is now, in like, for example, those cartridges, bro. I know that in China, you can buy those packages that say heavy hitters.
Yes.
Or say brass knuckles.
Yes.
Is this true?
But the problem
can you
is,
buy the whole package?
No. Here's the problem. The Chinese and all them motherfucking weirdos over there are trying to fucking stop us because we're a consumer nation. We are a nation that.
I don't think they're trying to stop us, bro. I think they're trying to make a buck because, listen, the
but
people,
look, this is
that goes back to the money. Heavy hitters is the bootlegging heavy hitter packaging.
Okay, here we go. Here it goes. Business 101 again. Here's the proof, right? Here's the proof of the pudding.
All right.
So I produce it here in California. We've been growing weed for how long?
Fuck, a shitload of years, bro. Even before it was legal. But easily.
Humboldt County has
Since 2000. Since 2000 easily. So we're talking about 20 years. For 20 years easily.
More, dude. It's probably,
I mean,
dude, the Indians, the
bro,
peyote,
if you're gonna go to
the
India,
mushrooms,
I get that since the aliens were here. I get it.
Exactly.
But okay, but what's the point?
So here's the point. The point is, we produce it, so we distill it. So what the Chinese can do is they can distill it and not make it as pure. You can hit the same vape pipe or whatever China produces, and it's not going to be the same because they can water down whatever's inside the liquid. They can make it stronger, or they can make it less stronger. They can make you more addicting. They can make you less addictive. You understand how it works? So if they dilute it, you only get a little bit. You're going to keep coming back for more. So that's how industry works.
Okay.
They keep you coming back for more.
Mm-hmm.
So weed, if you grow it naturally, it gets fucking strong, really strong. If you smoke it naturally, you get high. If you smoke it this way or this way, they can control it. You get it?
Yeah.
They can control this. They can't control this, and they can't control that.
Yeah, but they can control the potency of it.
Exactly. So like this here, it's pure.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
You need to interrupt.
That's
it. See, look at the neighbor's taking off. Yeah. We're still doing the interview. I showed up a little late, a little fucked up before I got here. You know, I smoked a joint, driving around, having a good time, just thinking about things. You know, my buddy invited me for a podcast today. We did a show the other day. It was amazing. I watched him do comedy. I don't know if you guys follow him on his comedy. Follow Richard Villa.
But good thing you bring it up. I do have a special community. The Laugh Lounge will be now streaming all my stuff. We have an exclusive deal with the Laugh Lounge. I'll start promoting it on the site, so you guys can actually check out my 1 hour. And then as we go along, every month I'll be releasing another hour, and they're gonna really help me push some of this content. So pretty soon we'll be out in the UK. Doing maybe shows in Spanish, shows in English.
También soy mexicano, aunque parezco gringo, mira. Blue-eyed white boy, okay?
You got it, brother.
But I'm Mexican, just like this guy.
Yeah. Put on your glasses.
So we speak Spanish.
Hablamos español.
We speak Spanish. We're Mexican. We're brought up here. I've been brought up here since I was born in Culver City, Los Angeles, and then I was brought up here. I was raised in LA, and then I came out to Fontana when I was about maybe 5 years old.
So you live out here?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I went to North Tamarind.
Okay.
And then I went to Bloomington High School.
All right.
Right here down the street.
Yeah.
And then graduated from there, and then was in this business when it was really bootleg. You know, when we were hiding, we were running from the cops. I got busted. Quarter pound here, bag of weed here, joint here, and then it was just piling up. You know, the tickets were piling up. The court appearances were piling up.
Even now, bro?
No, back then. Okay. When I was younger. Now it's different. Now they let you, you know, that you're okay.
You're okay.
As long as it keeps you cool, they'll leave you alone.
I've never seen anybody smoke a joint and then get into a fight.
Me neither.
Never.
No, I haven't either. Not if they're buddies. Dude. Now, if you're drinking or if you're doing, you know, some other crazy shit, then, you know, you never know.
Yeah, if you're mixing it.
Yeah.
So tell me about this. What is this? Because it's like yellowish, like a booger in there.
You can open it.
Hold on. Let me open it and say, I want them to see it. Look.
So that's actually the resin.
This is the resin, guys.
So that's actually the pure product that actually comes from the plant.
Wow. So
and then you put it in this machine and you push the button, you hold it, it heats the product in here. Okay. And then you put the cap back on. Watch. Put the caps back on. And then you put this cap back on. And you push the button, and then it heats the product, and then you smoke it like a vape. Or you can smoke it as a vape. You just connect the battery here, and then you can smoke this as a vape. Either way, you can prefer. This is stronger. This is a little bit less stronger. This is a little bit diluted because it's watery. You see it? See how it's watery?
But it's like a resin in there.
Correct. It's a resin in there, but it's the same product in everything.
Okay.
It comes from here. It goes in here. It goes in here, and it goes in here. This is more pure. If you really want to get fucked up and not go home, I mean, not drive or like just stay home and go to bed.
Yeah. You
just grab some of this, buy some of these, take like 2 or 3 good rips, and fucking good night. You're gone.
Okay.
You're done. This one is a little slower process.
Yeah.
This one smells a lot.
Yeah.
This one doesn't. This one doesn't smell a lot. This one, the effect is harder than actually this one.
The edibles.
Yes, because you ingest it. So as you ingest it, it goes through your liver.
Okay.
And then it gives you a body high versus like a head high when you smoke.
So do you guys produce the oil? Once you create the oil, is it become this resin first and then it's diluted into the oil?
Yes.
Okay. Now, are these infused with anything in them? I just smoked one and it was fucking great. So
yeah, they have moon rocks and they do like these ones that have keef. So take one of those out.
Okay.
You can smoke that one.
All right.
And then I'll smoke this one.
Coconut. This is coconut first. Now, no, explain the match. What's the deal with the two matches in here?
Okay, the matches are in case you don't have a lighter and you just buy the product and you don't have a lighter, or you don't have money to buy a lighter. They're any strike matches, so you can you can
in any surface.
So you can do the match and just do like this. Watch.
Look at that.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay, gravity.
Oh, sorry.
On the floor. See? There you go.
And then you just light it.
Okay, let me open this up. Let me fucking get these out. Let's see if it works. So you provide the whole thing, the two matches. So everything is home boogie?
Home boogie. We do this by the hundreds. If you want 1,000 of those, call me, nigga. But call Richard. Don't call me. I'll call you. I mean, wait. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But now you know it, guys. And then it's the good ink. Guys, if you're interested, do you guys have a website? Do you guys have
I don't think he does anything like that. He's really not interested in making like millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know, these are people that they've grown it all their life. They have surgeries. They have missing bones, parts. You know, our friend Joe El Cholo.
Yeah.
He's a really good friend of ours. And this guy, man, he performed the other night in front of us. And Richard performed, and a bunch of people performed. We had a really great time that night. And me and Richard sat down about the podcast, and we were looking at. I know he was looking at Joe, dude, and I was watching Joe, and I recorded him. I have it all on my phone, dude. Fucking Joe. Pero, that guy. Wait. That guy has so much heart, and he smokes this because he's a what is he?
He's missing 2 amputees. He's double amputee. He's missing both legs.
So he's missing both of his legs. So he's got like one of them cut and then the other one cut. So he has a lot of pain. He goes through a lot of stuff, you know. And then he uses the weed to kind of
numb it.
Yeah, help deal with the pain, not just physical, because they're cutting at him, dude. I mean, diabetics, cancer patients, fucking military, you know, people that have seen shit, that have gone through shit in their lives, that fucking don't know how to deal with it sometimes. You know, their legs cut off, their hands blown off.
Yep.
You know, shit like that. You think about that shit and you go, how do the people deal with that shit? Sometimes this helps them deal with it, helps them relax, helps them enjoy life. You know, we watched him perform, and that motherfucker did a good job.
Yeah, he did a great job, and it was after he died twice. So people know him, by the way. I've had Joe and Cholo on the podcast many times.
No shit.
So they know him. So let me tell you what happened to him. He OD'd on the medication.
No. Listen. If this guy would have died, I probably would have got charged for something, because I went over to his house and I saw he was suffering. I saw he was going through all kinds of pain, shit, his legs and all kinds of shit, you know. And I see him and I'm like, fuck, man, here, take some of this shit, relax. But I didn't know he's diabetic.
Oh, because those have a ton of sugar.
And then he goes, I need a Monster.
And you got him a Monster.
Oh. And then he says, bring me some chips.
Bring me some chips. A Monster, some chips, and he ate like what? I'm pretty sure he ate 2 packs of those.
And then I don't know what else he ate, or what else he took, or if he took pain meds or whatever. I don't know. Only God knows. Really.
So the guy ODs.
Correct.
The paramedics get there. Were you there when all this shit went down?
No.
Okay, so you left and he just OD'd.
The girlfriend told me.
Girlfriend told you. So he goes out.
A wife, I don't know.
Yeah. And he tells me, Joe Luna tells me, I don't know if I should be telling you this, but I think he's going to do it anyway.
All right.
Yeah, but he's a good friend. He'll be all right. But
we're both friends of him.
Yeah. He gets stabbed in the heart like fucking Pulp Fiction style. Just like, wake the fuck up. But it wasn't the THC. It wasn't that. He was on some really high pain medication because of the amputees.
Yeah.
The amputee wounds that he had. So for me, it was like, God damn, bro. Like, I feel bad, but at the same time, I know he's a fighter. He's gonna get up, over this. But twice he dies, and then he shows up to a fucking comedy show, and I'm like, dude, you died twice, like in the past fucking 3 days. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? He's like, I want to do comedy. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, but you can die of COVID. Like, motherfucker, your immune system is fucked up right now.
I know.
Go home. But no, he wanted to fucking be there. He wanted to perform, and I really admire the fact that you can grab it. I really admire the fact that he showed up and he did a great job. Said he still feels the pressure from the compressions on his chest.
Fuck.
He says, I can still feel it, like I'm sore. I was like, damn, bro, well, that's what happens when you fucking get fucking punched in the fucking chest 14,000 times to make sure you're alive.
Fuck.
Any danger in this, guys? I mean, when you're traveling with this much, you just explained to me how much each joint costs. You explained to me how much each pack costs.
Well, I mean, the price varies depending on the flavor, the potency, all that shit.
But
right?
in terms of a fear, that you're carrying so much merchandise.
Dude, I'm a consumer, so I consume it. I consume it as well. So I can put all this and just put it away. And then every day I take out one, or I take out one of these. You know, if I go to bed at night and I just want a little peace and relax, I'll take one.
No, what I'm saying is this. Because you sell these, right?
I mean, I don't.
You don't sell them?
No,
your buddy does.
They do, yeah.
But your buddy does.
Yes.
In terms of, because it's illegal federally, what I'm talking about is, if I get caught or somebody comes to me and jacks me for all my shit, can I call the cops and say somebody just jacked all my weed? Like if I have a bunch of pre-rolls in my car, somebody breaks my window and takes my pre-rolls.
It's yours. It's your property.
It's my property, yes.
But I paid for that.
But I'm calling the cops because they stole my weed.
It's different now. So
the cops will have to do an investigation and say, hey.
This is how I heard it worked. Okay. I heard this from the Grey Goose's mouth. He's nobody's business.
Okay, you got it.
Right?
But and then so
the guy that grows them,
mm-hmm.
you know, these plants have to go through a process. So they start off little, and you have to watch them, you know, like a baby. You have to watch it. And then when it gets to a certain stage, you know, then you put them in different places, and you know, however they do it. I don't know. I've never been to the actual what do they call them?
Well, actual growers, like
the
nurseries,
rooms,
the nurseries,
like the big ones,
yeah.
You know, like 1,000 plants.
And they're legit, man. Like I've been to legit grow rooms where they actually have to be like the city has to go and inspect that they make sure they have enough ventilation, make sure that they're not disposing of the waste illegally. And they measure everything from the stems to what's left, everything they grind up, everything that becomes hemp, everything that's going to go recycled, everything that is actually going to be sold as flour. And it's a process. They weigh the bag to understand how many grams you're losing.
Yeah.
So they're getting it down to the T when it comes to manufacturing marijuana now. But my question to you is, in terms of security, the cops now have to act in terms of somebody stole my property, even though it's marijuana.
Well, imagine right here, you're looking at maybe what, $200, $300, $400, $500 worth of product.
Yeah.
Imagine if this was my truck, like.
And somebody took it.
Exactly.
Can you call the cops and tell them, hey guys, somebody stole my box of fucking weed?
You can.
And they have to help you find it.
Yes.
That's what I want them to know.
If you're licensed, yes.
Yes. If you're not licensed,
then no.
So that's backyard boogie bullshit is gonna fuck you over when you have no license to say, hey, this is my legit weed, somebody stole it. That's just a risk you run.
Correct.
Almost like if you sell like papitas or elotes, or you're sending outside as a vendor with no permit.
Correct.
Somebody takes your fruit, you can't do shit.
Yeah. Correct.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the dangers of it. Now, do you make more money because people are doing it backyard boogie, meaning on the side, or do you make more money if you just went legit?
I think if licensing and everything was given, it's easier to go legit. The government makes more money, you know, because the more product we sell, the more money they
make. They can tax.
I mean, they already figured it out. They figured out what is it?
I mean, they figured out how to fucking manufacture it, how to mass produce it, how to sell it to us as a consumer, like McDonald's, bro. But the thing is, at what point do you go, I can't keep bootlegging it and go legit?
I mean, right now, I'm going through some personal shit, you know, family shit. that I don't really want to talk about. I'm good. I'm relaxed. I'm having a good time.
We're high. That's why we're having a great time. So let me ask you this. In terms of competition, I'm pretty sure you guys are not the only ones. Is there other guys doing it? Is there any animosity against each other? Or do you guys help each other out in terms of that industry? Do you see each other in certain spots buying the same fucking packaging, buying the same?
Well, I mean, they probably do. You know, I'm sure that people wonder, you know, who I am or what I'm doing here in this interview or podcast or whatever. I mean, I'm not in this industry at all, like 100% legit. I'm in the jewelry industry 100% legit. I'm a jeweler. So that's how I met Joe. That's how I'm sitting here with Richard. Joe would come into the shop and I watched him when he had 1 foot, when they took this piece, and then when they took this piece.
Yeah.
And then they jumped the other side, and then they took the next piece. And so I watched this guy. I was watching this guy while I'm doing my jewelry business, right? And then these guys are talking to me over here, feeling like, hey, why don't you invest over here? Why don't you do this? And I'm like, not really. And then I'm doing my business because I got my own shit that I'm dealing with, right? So where were we at?
No, well, I did want to ask you a question. What do you think of people saying that the packaging attracts kids? So, for example, the other day you gave me one of these.
Yes.
And I asked my wife, where did I leave it?
That's
and
right.
she's like, oh my God, what does it look like? I said, it looks like nerds. Like the nerds that my little girl loves.
Oh, shit.
So now we're fucking going bananas. Where the fuck did I leave it? Where did I leave it? And these things, like, I'm telling you, like my little 6-year-old could have easily opened it and fucking had herself some nerds. Now, I don't think anything would happen to her, but still, like, yeah, I would freak the fuck out. So I remember now, I was very careful with them, and I put them in my car, in my glove compartment, because I said, she's not ever going to go in there. And then later on, I found them in the glove compartment that same day. I went into my car, and I said, I think I left them in the car. I wouldn't bring them home. But these, like, what is your thought on this? Do we need it to look this nice and fancy? Or can we just tell people, hey, it's just nerds? Or it tastes like this? Or do we do clear packaging? And I understand it as a marketing strategy. This is great because I can almost taste these just by looking at the package. So what do we do? I mean, you know, consciously, do we go, dude, are we doing the right thing? But honestly, this looks a lot more tasty than if it was just a black or a white bag. So this is more eye-appealing. I would choose this over any black item you might have on that table. Even if you tell me that this one tastes much better, I would say, I don't care. I want the colorful one. I honestly, I'm telling you the truth. I would pick the colorful one. So what do you think we should do in terms of this, in terms of packaging? Do we think the graphic designers should come up with another way of promoting it?
Fuck, that's a good question.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to fucking care also, but at the same time, we also have to care if somebody wants to start buying those, or kids start buying them, or start eating them by mistake. Those are big concerns.
Sometimes I've seen homeless people, I've seen kids on the street, you know, and I don't know to what extent they have access to this stuff, you know? They really don't.
But it's not them having access to it, it's we create the access as a parent. Meaning you give it to me, I take it and I bring it into my house. I don't want my daughter to take it, but I bought it so I can consume it. But she's nosy and now she went into my drawers.
It's kind of like,
what I mean?
But it's kind of like,
is it my responsibility?
It's kind of like alcohol. What if she goes in your drawer and drinks a bunch of alcohol?
But she clearly knows that that's alcohol. You understand? The misunderstanding is this: when she sees a bottle of Jack Daniels, she knows that's alcohol. I know that's alcohol, and there's not cartoons on it. It's not referencing a candy that I enjoy. Do you understand? That's the difference. Is that Jack Daniels and Jim Dean and all these fucking whiskeys or these vodka bottles, they're clearly marked as alcohol, and there's no cartoons on them. This one has cartoons, and it's promoting with a candy that's very popular, nerds. So at that point, you go, oh shit, this is not safe. because I'm bringing something to my house that a 6-year-old is not going to know how to read and say THC 60 milligrams or so. So I understand the concern, and that's the reason why also the government won't just give everybody a license, because this is the kind of bullshit we'll do, and this is the honest truth. Why? Because you go, fuck the kids, bro. Fuck, that's up to the parents, but it's not. You can't make it look like candy for kids.
Shit.
Look, right now they're legalizing the flavors. On the vapes, they're making it illegal to have flavored oils, like those raspberry and unicorn shade and all those fucking oils, those vaping oils. No longer can you make them fruit flavored or any candy flavored or anything like that. All of those are gonna have to be discontinued because kids were fucking buying it, smoking it, thinking they're not harmful. Now I think that's going to be the edible company. So you got to think long term, man, in terms of these guys. Even if it's not you, your guys that are producing the stuff, go, what can we produce? Keep the candy, but let's create a brand. Maybe if you make something different and unique, and keeping in mind that society is going to ban these.
Who?
Society, meaning the state of California might say it's a higher felony or a higher fucking. You don't get busted because you're selling weed. You got busted because you had the product that can entice kids to eat it. So this type of wrapping is going to be illegal in the future because some councilwoman or some assemblywoman is going to come up with a bill that says you shouldn't make them attractive to children, just like they did with the oils. They already did it with the oils in Sacramento. So you got to keep that in mind moving forward. The ticket or the fine for the packaging is going to be more expensive than the actual fucking the possession of the marijuana or the THC contents that you're carrying.
Damn.
Bro, look at the laws, bro. You got to look at the fine print. Watch, this is where Sacramento is going. Lobbyists and all these people are out there trying to push for it to look like that, but there's other lobbyists that are going, dude, we hate marijuana. Okay, ya pasó. Well, now let's put a stop to the fact that I'm a parent, bro. There's other parents thinking just like me. Okay. That are going like, dude, I love consuming marijuana, but I don't want to bring a package like this to the house. Or if I do, I'm going to consume it as soon as I get it. Because I know if I leave it somewhere. And it only came up to me as because I was scared once I thought I lost it. I said, fuck. And that's when the whole conversation sparked. So do we wait until these kids start ODing on these packages, or do we find a solution to it now? And I think these guys that are creating, not you, but the guys that create this kind of product can come up with a unique logo, something that identifies them now that it's early. Create a new package to the point where other people are bootlegging your product, meaning people are going like, fuck it, I'm going to bootleg his product because everybody's into that new RV fucking edible or that new fucking whatever you want to call it. Make it a rabbit character or whatever. But everybody knows that's, you know, your symbol, whatever, your initials, but make that the logo of the product. And that way kids know, oh no, that's known for, everybody knows brass knuckles. So
brass knuckles?
Well, brass knuckles, the little thing. What? In terms of the little vapes.
Oh, okay.
Brass knuckles or heavy hitters or what do you call these? I know there's called the good goods.
Yes.
The good things. They come with different flavors. So you see how the packaging on the good goods, I like the packaging on the good goods because it's an adult upscale look. It's a nice, good looking logo. You know what I mean? I love it.
Everything's clean.
Everything is clean, nice.
All the packaging, all the COVID problems, whatever you think, it's all filtered. It's only done by certain people, gloves. I mean, they go into these guys they're scientists, like, you know, they researched the plant, they figured out how to do all this stuff, and look at what you're looking at. Mm-hmm. Okay? There's people that are smarter than me. I never did this. I don't know how to do this shit. I don't know how to create wax or resin or whatever he does. He explained to me a little bit, but look what he's done. You know?
Yeah.
He's just trying to make a little living, you know? Mm-hmm. Trying to pay his bills.
But you even if it's paying your bills, like, you know, cacique became cacique, and we're talking about a cheese that's very popular out here, especially with Mexicans. Why? because they went door to door and people tasted their product and said, "Wow, that cheese is amazing." It got to the point where I got it somewhere around here. It got to the point where the supermarkets are asking him to bring it in. So that just goes to show, bro. If you have a good product and you believe in your product, especially your cartridges, the good product, ink, you'll see that other people, and you know that you're doing well when other people start bootlegging your brand. You're like, fuck it, it's so good, it's getting bootlegged. Now you got to reinvent yourself.
That's what you gotta
Okay,
do.
bro, we're wrapping this up. This interview is over. Thank you very much for creating all this product. Thank you for giving us some insight.
Richard actually purchased half of it, and then we're gonna split it at the end. He likes his flavors. I don't really like. Well, I kind of like it all, and I know he does too. So he's gonna pick out whatever he wants, and then I pick out what I want, and then we don't have to go run back and forth to the store. It's like you buy water, you know. You buy sodas. You stock it up and put it away. Well, you stock it up, put it away. Use it, don't use it. It's up to you how you feel. What's going on?
Does weed ever go bad?
I mean, it does. It could go stale. Like if you leave it out, you know, it gets nasty. If you leave the liquid out, it'll dry up. If you leave the resin out, it'll dry.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is sealed.
Yeah, that is sealed. That'll stay fresh forever.
So that.
Anything you want to promote, your website, anything, any social media platforms, anything?
Can't really.
No? All right, we're not going to promote any of them with me. Just stay tuned, guys. I will start adding the links to the actual shows that are be coming out pretty soon at the Laugh Lounge, where you can actually see my whole hour that I'm going to be releasing in the beginning of December, and then January and those months on, you will get a new hour every single month. So thank you very much for joining us. This is YERBABUENA. It is a wrap. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Vámonos. All right.